Hello everyone and welcome to this Football Manager 2018 video with me, Frew FM. I'd like to start by saying obviously I haven't had any video or audio of me in the videos that I've done so far with Chelsea, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a season review video, get through the season. I thought there's no point in starting halfway through. I'll get the season finished, do a bit of a review video with me talking about it, because then we can sort of tie everything together and see where we go. Okay, so let's get into it then. So, as you can see, we finished the season by beating Manchester United in the final of the FA Cup. We'll take a look at the league, so the Premier Division, and as you can see, Manchester United won the league by some distance with a really good points tally. One of those losses was proudly to us, 2-0. But yeah, they won the league by 13 points. Manchester City way behind. Manchester City went on a really, really poor run towards the end of the season. I seem to remember to have a look at their schedule. Yeah, there was a point where they hadn't won in 8 games and then they beat us 3-2. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games they hadn't won for. And then they came up against us and obviously beat us, so that's just Football Manager for you, that happens. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about with this league table is, I've never actually seen this before in Football Manager at all. Everton and West Brom ended on exactly the same points and exactly the same goal difference, with exactly the same goals scored and exactly the same goals against. And that is incredible over the course of a season. What is quite striking is that West Brom have been randomly chosen over Everton after both teams finished on 37 points with the same record. Randomly chosen. Surely it should be something like shots on target or games won. Everton won 10 games, so you would have thought that might play into it a little bit, but I don't know, I've never seen that happen before. Just, let me know if any of you guys have seen that happen before and it just said randomly chosen over Everton. It's quite unfortunate for Everton, really, that they finished 17th, probably lost out on a bit of prize money there. To see how much prize money they did actually lose out on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so Everton actually lost out on just under, it's about £1.8 million because they chose randomly to finish, West Brom were chosen randomly to finish either, which I just find that astonishing. That's crazy. So that's the league table. You can see Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal in the Champions League slots. We were 6 points off the pace in the end. We were just too inconsistent. We lost these silly games. I mean, you probably say, away against Watford and Newcastle 3-1, away against Swansea, away against Bournemouth and away against Leicester. You can take some of the other games, such as Man City twice, Arsenal, Liverpool, those kind of games. They're losable games for Chelsea, but not some of the others. Admittedly, Newcastle and Watford did have a good season, but I still don't think that's enough to do it. So yeah, those 4 teams taking that. We got into the Europa League very early on after winning the Carabao Cup, which I was very pleased with actually, even though we've had a poor season, but at the end of the day we've won 2 trophies. So that's the Everton West Brom thing was remarkable. I also just wanted to draw your attention to the fact that when we finished 5th, which is where Chelsea finished in real life, obviously in the season, but our points tally was very similar to Chelsea's. I think Chelsea finished on 68 last time. Our goal difference is a bit better. I think we scored more goals, but it's remarkably similar to Antonio Conte's last season, which is where I set the benchmark. I thought, I'll see if I can do any better than Antonio Conte. And it turns out that we have done better because we've won 2 trophies. But in terms of league position, very similar. We won the FA Cup final against Manchester United, which is exactly what happened in real life. Obviously, Chelsea didn't win the Carabao Cup, but we have this season. So we've got 2 trophies. Antonio Conte ended with 1 and did in the same position as us, so I think we've done slightly better. I think we can say the aim of the season was to do better than Antonio Conte, and that's what we've done, albeit by not very much. So I was actually fearful for my job, but as I showed in one of the videos, we actually got a new contract for, I think it was for 3 years. I tried to push it for 4, but they wouldn't give me it. So Tottenham and Newcastle filled up the other Europa League spots. Bournemouth had a very good season with a 13 goal difference, scored a lot of goals. Had a very good season by all accounts. Watford the same, they had a good season by their standards, really. 9th, top half finish is fantastic for Watford. Stoke, Burnley, Southampton, Leicester, all where you would probably expect to find them, albeit Burnley in real life had a very good season. which was probably above what was expected of them. So that was, that's probably more reflective of what we probably would have thought of Burnley in real life, if not a bit lower down. So Southampton, Leicester, Crystal Palace, Huddersfield managed to stay up, which is very good for them. Everton very nearly relegated, 5 points in the end, separated them from Brighton in 18th. West Brom and Everton relegated. Brighton, West Ham, who have bought crazily this summer so far, and might have a really very good season. And Swansea finished bottom, who actually beat us in one of their games. They actually beat Arsenal as well, which is quite impressive. So that's the Premier League. In terms of our squad, we'll just have a look at some of the statistics. So if we look at appearances, who had the most appearances? So Courtois obviously played a lot of games, with being our only goalkeeper, despite Tony Rudiger going in the goals for one game. Go back and watch that video, it's quite interesting. It's the Tottenham and Swansea one episode. Azpilicueta, next one down. Conte, Fabregas, Christensen, Morata, Hazard. That was basically our first team, these players here, so they had a lot of games. Players who didn't play very much. Danny Drinkwater really pissed me off, so I couldn't be on with Danny Drinkwater. I just ended up, nobody wanted to buy him, so I just ended up transfer listing him. I still don't think anybody wants to buy him, but I'm not surprised because he's a twiny little bitch. So Alvaro Morata obviously got 30 goals. Now what I can't express is how much he annoyed me throughout the whole season. He might have got 30 goals in 49 appearances, which is really good, but he missed a lot of chances, he missed a lot of clear-cut chances, and he just had games where he was just off the pace completely. A lot of his games, I think he got braces and things. I mean, if we just take a look at his form, however we do that. So, yeah, reports form, here we go. So actually, yeah, well, he scored 4 games in a row, but, I mean, look at this. No goals for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's where we dropped him for Giroud, who had a very good time. But yeah, again, there's braces there. So, I mean, I found him very hit and miss, despite him scoring a lot of goals this season. He's got 19 and 35 in the league, which obviously isn't bad. But he just annoyed me quite a lot, and he's obviously on big wages. He's on 170k a week. He's worth 61 million. I just wonder whether we might move him on next season. Hazard got 19 goals. A few of them were penalties. And again, I mean, Hazard was another one that I don't know how his average rating is so good. I mean, he's got 13 goals and 10 assists, but again, in some games he was just underwhelming, and I just find he just go missing in games. And he's supposed to be a consistent performer and relish big matches, but I didn't find him particularly like that. He was okay. He was good at times. Obviously, had a very good game in the FA Cup final. Which if you haven't watched, go and watch. Just plugging for a little bit there. So he had a good season. 13 goals, less than what he got last season, but he had a very good season last season. So I was a bit annoyed with Hazard as well, really, but not as much as Morata. Giroud then with 17 in 18 starts now. Giroud really came to life at the end of the season. Obviously got that crucial second goal in the FA Cup final as well against Manchester United. He only got 5 in the league, but as you can see, in 7 games, 3 starts, he got 6 goals in the Champions League, which is fantastic for Olivier Giroud. Scored a hat-trick against Barcelona as well, if I'm not mistaken, so that's no mean feat. But again, he's on 110k a week. He might be someone we look to move on in the summer. Got the mighty Fernando Torres coming in as well as backup, so yeah, that's where we are with the striker situation. Not sure how many of you will agree with the Fernando Torres situation, but I am a Liverpool fan. Nostalgia kicked in. Fernando Torres is coming back in, and Pepe Reina, so 2 former Liverpool greats. Willian was probably the player of the season for me. Although Hazard's got a better average rating, Willian was fantastic. You can see by his key passes, and he's got 70 key passes, 19 assists and 16 goals. Bearing in mind, Willian doesn't take penalties either. So had he taken penalties, he probably would have scored more goals than Hazard. But 16 goals, fantastic, and 19 assists, really good. Really pleased with Willian's contribution. Fekir, he was injured for quite a bit of the season. He had quite a few injury problems. We'll just go on his history and look at his injuries, because he was quite injury prone. I mean, these were the ones throughout the season. I mean, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, but we had 5 weeks there, 2 days, 5 days, 2 days. So he picked up knocks, and I think that sort of just, I mean, he got 10 in 29, which for an attacking midfielder is really good. 4 assists isn't enough, I don't think. 3 played in the matches and had a good average rate. Now, overall, a good sign, and I think Nabil Fekir might annoy a few of you that he's number 5, but I love attacking midfielders being number 5. I love the fact that Gini Wijnaldum's number 5 for Liverpool. I don't know why. I don't even like number 5 particularly. Midfielders being number 5. Weird, I know. Pedro got 8 goals, not many of which I don't think were in the league. No, he only got 3 goals in the league. To be fair to him, he only started 12 games. Got 3 in the cup games, and 2 in the Champions League. So good return from Pedro. 7 assists as well in the league. Can't go wrong. 10 assists overall. Pretty decent return from Pedro, really. I mean, 30-year-old again is another one. He's getting on. He's 99k a week. Might be someone we'll look to move on in the summer. David Luiz. I love David Luiz in real life. Absolutely love him. But admittedly, he's got an error in him. He's got a mistake. He's got a mistake in him. But he's just his personality is everything. He's fantastic. He's got 5 goals for us in the league, which is really good for a centre back. 3 player of the match awards. He was pretty good, to be honest. All in all, David Luiz, he was decent. I'll probably keep him around just because it's David Luiz. Fabregas, now here is a player who really, really disappointed me throughout the season. I don't know whether it was him or whether it was the position he was playing in. I asked him to defend quite a lot. You can see on the tactics there, he's on deep line playmaker on defence, so he's been asked to defend quite a lot. And that maybe doesn't suit Fabregas. But as you can see by his key passes, he's only made 31 key passes in the entire season. If you compare that to Nabil Fekir, who is in a more advanced position, but 78 key passes, only 4 assists from 78 key passes is kind of strange as well. But anyway, Willian 70, even Giroud, who only started 18 games, Fabregas started 45 games, he started 18, he's made 41 key passes, Hazard 73, Morata 73. Compare that to other centre midfielders even Bakayoko got 25 in 24 games. That's only 6 off Fabregas in almost half the start. It's just not enough really. Even Conte, who isn't renowned for his chance creation skills, got 54 key passes. So Fabregas 4 goals, David Luiz 5 goals. Gary Cahill was solid when he came in. He pitched a little bit at the start of the season, which I thought, am I going to have to sort him out here? But I didn't have to sort him out. He was all right. He played 17 games, which is probably enough. Got 3 goals. He's always a threat from set pieces, Gary Cahill, as we know in real life. He's only on 80k. He's got a good personality. He's a leader. He's got 20 bravery, really good mental. So keep him around probably. Maybe make him a coach. He's maybe coaching material as he gets a bit older. Justin Kluivert, only brought him in the obviously in the January. He's one for the future. He's actually really impressed me. His determination's gone up, which is nice. He really impressed me in the games that he did play. And he's got 1 in the league, got a couple in the cup. Just overall good guy. Got a big future ahead of him. Ross Barkley, again, similarly to the similar argument. He only got 3 goals and 5 assists, but 5 assists is more than Fekir got in all of his games. 38 key passes is decent. So I think Christensen was fantastic at the back as well. He's young, so he did make a few mistakes, but that's it's going to happen when players are young. Bakayoko, I'm not sure where I stand on Bakayoko really. He's decent, but he's more of a defensive midfielder. Carrilero we don't play, so he's not suited to any role. I've played him as box to box and as the deep line. He's not really done anything, to be honest. He's scored a couple of goals I think in the Champions League. He hasn't got 1 in the league. Average rating's very, very average indeed. Kante is N'Golo Kante. He's always going to be. I'm going to try and keep him as much as I can. Not that good an average, actually less than Bakayoko, but I think it's the work that he puts in. Just have a look at his tackles won per 90 minutes in the league. It's not many actually, 3.03. His stats aren't flattering, to be honest. Conte. It's maybe the system though. I think it will be the system that will play. Rudiger was a good backup at right back when he came in. A good backup goalkeeper as well, apparently. So yeah. Marcos Alonso. I think I am going to sell Marcos Alonso. He's worth 23.5 million. He's wanted by Atletico Madrid. Might look to move him on in the summer. He's just not impressed me when he has played. And we've got Emerson and Azpilicueta who can play there. Might look to bring another left back in. Maybe somebody like Danny Rose or somebody of that ilk. So Azpilicueta just solid as a rock, always is. Key tackles. He's only made 20 key tackles, which isn't a great. I mean, consider that Harry Kale's made 26, Christensen 34, David Luiz 37. I mean, I know he's been playing at left back and right back in different positions, but still, that's quite low in my opinion. Zappa Costa. I mean, he's on 70k. He's probably somebody I'm going to look to move on. He didn't really impress me that much when he did play. He wasn't bad, he wasn't good, he was just average. Delete was very good when he came in, because I played him a lot in the Cups and in the Champions League, and he was very good. You can see he's got good average ratings. Again, he's going to improve, play probably more for us next season. We've got a few players coming in as well, which we'll look at. So Danny Drinkwater is definitely going to get moved on. I'm not even showing you him. Mate Delac, he'll be moving on because his contract's expiring, I think. Yes, it is. So Delac was the backup goalkeeper who came in for Courtois when he got injured, obviously, because we sold Willy Caballero went out on loan, and Eduardo we sold to, I think it was Krasnodar or somebody in Russia. So we ended up with a bit of a goalkeeping crisis when Courtois got injured. Obviously, Tony Rudiger in goal. So Emerson, again, he was injured for a lot of the start of the season. Thankfully, it didn't hurt his attributes too much, it looks like. So might look to keep Emerson on. He's not on massive wages. He's he's only played 6 games in the league, played a bit in the cup and everything. So might look to keep Emerson on. He's a decent backup, I think, if we get a good left back in. And then just Courtois and Jamie Cumming, who again was, because of the goalkeeping crisis, brought in. So let's have a look at our under 23s. Sort of liability. So we've got a lot of people out on loan who I'm definitely going to look at bringing back, or when they come back, I'm going to keep them in the squad. So Kurt Zuma's going to be one of those. He's fantastic, Kurt Zuma. I mean, look at this: 19 strength, 15 pace, 19 acceleration. He's rapid for a centre back. So it might mean we can afford to push up a little bit higher with Kurt Zuma in the defence. Maybe put him on cover, and then he can run back in behind. He's not on massive wages, unless he's only on 46k a week, so that's not massive. So he's somebody we looked to implement back in the squad. Now, Marco Van Ginkel has had a very productive season out on loan. That average rating for an AI is ridiculous. 7.61. You don't see that very often from AIs when they're out on loan. Anything over a 7 for an AI, I would say, is pretty decent. So Van Hinkel's had a really good season out on loan at PSV, so we might look, and it's worth 26 million, so we might look to implement him. Pezalic will probably look to move on, but he's on loan at Spartak Moscow. Had a decent season though, so again, it's somebody, if we are looking to get midfielders in, it might be a case of that. Tammy Abraham's definitely somebody I'm going to look to keep, because he's English, he's young, he can improve. He got 11 in 33 in the Premier League, 1 in 3, that's a good return. Had a good season out on loan at Swansea, so we can look to get him back in. Batshuayi, I don't really know what we're going to do with Batshuayi. If offers come in for him, we might sell him. If they don't, we might keep him. Just depends, really. Now, Baba Rahman's an interesting option again. He's got some very good stats. He's got 17 tackling, 13 marking, 16 crossing. He's very good. He's got very good attributes. He's fast. He's got decent mentals across the board. So he might be someone we'll look to keep it coming in. I think the rest, unless there's anybody with some real potential. Izzy Brown, now he's somebody we didn't talk about. He had a bit of a spell where he was like the best player in our team. It was crazy. I think I put something on Twitter. Go and check out my Twitter, by the way. At Frew FM. He was fantastic for about 5 games, and then he just went off the boil. So I took him back out the squad. But yeah, he was fantastic. So he's been injured actually. I think the rest. So many players in this squad. Somebody who has been improving, I've noticed, is Jonathan Panzo. I mean, just show me up there, but he does look like he might be pretty good. Let's just move on because I'm conscious of time. So Billy Gilmore, we've got some good players in there. I mean, Trevor Shalabar, he's improving nicely, very good young player. Centre back. Right, so we've looked at the league table, we've looked at the squad. In terms of transfers, transfer histories, future transfers. So we've got Dario Mresic, who looks brilliant for an 18-year-old. I was actually advised by one of my friends to sign this guy. Got him on a free, brilliant. Fernando Torres coming in. Again, he's coming in purely for nostalgic reasons. His physicals are going to decline rapidly as time goes on. Pepe Reina, again, I mean, he's going to be a fantastic backup, don't get me wrong. He's only 35, he could go for probably another couple of seasons. He's not on massive wages, I think he's on about 38k a week. And he's just fantastic. He was fantastic for Liverpool. Went to Bayern, went to Napoli on loan, then went to Bayern and then back to Napoli. So he's played all but one game, which is weird in every season. So they're the transfers we've got coming in. Christian Cuevas is leaving. I don't know how to go to Krasnodar. So that's where we have transfers. We'll look to get some more players in. Where we're going to look to strengthen central midfield. It depends on the tactic that we're going to play going forward. Because I think I might scrap this tactic and go for something a bit more like this, which we tried at the start of this season, I think. But I think we need to try and make that work a bit more. Maybe I might go for more of I might go for something more like this. More like a diamond with two strikers, but then it negates the fact that we've got good wingers like Willian and Hazard, etc. So I do like a good 4-4-2 diamond. I do love the diamond. It's always been my favourite formation. But I don't know whether we're going to be able to make it work unless offers come in for Hazard and Willian and we can move them on for big money, buy some really good central midfielders, get these wing backs pushed on, etc. So that's something we'll look at in more depth going forward. So look at the competitions. We were supposed to qualify for the Champions League. We didn't. We came 5th. We weren't that far off the pace, 6 points. 33% ball confidence. I've got new contracts, it doesn't matter. Supposed to reach the quarter-final. We reached the quarter-final against Barcelona. We reached the final of the supposed to reach the final of the FA Cup. We won it, so that's pleased the board. 65%. We won the Carabao Cup as well, which has given us a bit of percentage on there. We lost the Community Shield to Arsenal, who were the bane of our lives throughout the whole season, really. So that's the season really in a nutshell. Finances, we've got 1 million in the bank. We'll obviously get probably some cash injection from Abramovich and his Russian billions, so hopefully we will anyway. And that really brings it to that, really. We've looked at tactics, we've looked at team report. No, we haven't looked at team report. Obviously, Pepe Reina's coming in, so depth at right wing back. Hazard's the average rating is the best in the league. I just don't get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Apologies it's taken me so long to get my audio and video sorted, but we will be making videos with these things implemented going forward. So I look forward to that. I look forward to people subscribing, people dropping a like, dropping a comment, just do anything. I absolutely love the Football Manager community. Just get involved. Thank you very much for watching now. Bye-bye.